All right. This is not exactly the video I wanted to make, but things kind of went cattywampus. So just a little bit ago, Sony had their newest state of play and revealed a bunch of games like Wolverine and other things. The biggest thing, of course, being God of War Laufey at the end of the whole state of play. We have heard many rumors about this game for a couple of months now at this point. I don't even know how long ago it was, but this game was rumored to be in development by Santa Monica for a good while, and I wanted to get my initial reaction to it and everything, but all my software was not working, so I had to take the L and just watched on my own and now do this here. Don't exactly want to do something like a deep detailed dive and breakdown of everything. There are other people out there that are going to cover this way better than I can, but I just wanted to like go through this a little bit and share some thoughts and feelings I have about this whole game coming up. And I think the biggest one initially that I think many fans will share, the idea of having a whole game about Faye to begin with. For me personally, I really love Faye as a character. I love the way that she is used in the Norse games, the way she is used as a narrative driver for Kratos and Atreus in 2018, and the way they develop her in Ragnarok as well, showing how she taught Kratos many lessons and helped him become the man that he is in those games. But of course, when I heard the rumors and stuff about this game, I just thought, really? Why her? Because initially, as many of us know, Ragnarok was not supposed to be the end of the Norse saga. It was supposed to be 3 games, just like with the Greek games. We would have had a Greek trilogy and a Norse trilogy, but midway through the development of Ragnarok, they decided to make it a duology instead. So, okay. Then they gave us the Valhalla DLC, and now they're doing all this about Faye, and it just makes me wonder why did you bother cutting the development short and not make a 3rd game to begin with? But I digress. We have a game now, and since this is what we're getting, I'm of the mindset of, okay, how could this be good? What could they do that makes this a worthy new title? What makes this something worth a God of War fan's time? Especially when Kratos is not the main character. As everyone knows, or at least many people are of the mind, that the Atreus sections in God of War Ragnarok are pretty hated. I enjoy them for the most part, but I do see why people don't like them. I even have felt similar in many ways when I went through it, especially during the Ironwood segment. This game, as far as I can tell, based on what we're seeing and then some of the gameplay and the action later, is going to be far more complete, far more fleshed out, and maybe won't feel as underbaked in some ways. But that is one thing I can say is a big standout for this trailer, is the actual gameplay of it. The combat for Faye looks absolutely incredible. Kratos even said himself in Ragnarok that when she fought beautifully. And I say that can be pretty well represented by some of the animations in this game. There's a real fluidity and almost a grace in a way to the way she fights, but there's also such... I can see a ferocity that they're trying to display in her. And it also feels in those segments there very hack and slash-y. The way she's got the ribbons on the sword, hitting multiple enemies at once. It just that part there for a moment made me think, okay, maybe they're going to try and make this feel a little more like the Greek trilogy with T.C. Carson. And that is, I'd say, far more confirmed to be true at this point, because in a video posted a little after the trailer got revealed, Cory Barlog and the other woman who was helping develop the game, I can't remember the name for the life of me, said that they were trying to figure out ways to freshen up the gameplay, and went through all the other old God of War games to figure out the things they can do and pull from. And the biggest one is that Faye can jump. We have a jump ability back after who knows how many years at this point. I haven't kept track, but ever since it was like, what, God of War 3 or whatever? Like, look at this. She can jump, and she can do air combos. Like, that looks incredible. You know we've really hit, maybe I wouldn't say we've hit bottom of the barrel, but there's something to be said when all the fans are going to be excited that we can simply jump. We can get off the ground a couple feet, or in Faye's case, jump like 6 feet high or more and swing a sword so many different ways. At first, like, going through this trailer, seeing how everything plays out, leading up to her ending up in this very strange place that is clearly not the light of Alfheim. She herself even says as much. I was thinking, okay, am I really going to be that excited about a game all about Faye? And I'd say at this point, having gone through the whole trailer, yes, I am. I'm very interested in what the story is going to be. If they're gonna maybe at the end bring Faye back to the land of the living, since the characters she met when she got captured, the gelatin cube and the sword said that she's in the land of Everland, whatever it is, but land for afterlife of the gods, which is a very interesting point, because some of you who probably got deeper into these subjects know that back in, like, at the end of God of War 2, when Kratos killed Athena, she ascended to a higher plane of existence, and many fans use that term as the realm for gods after, as the higher plane of existence. And they show more of that in the God of War comics. I think it was called the Fallen God comic, that shows where Kratos also enters or sees the higher plane of existence and sees Athena and an Egyptian god up there. I can't remember the name of them, but the one that has like the bird kind of head bit. So what's interesting about this concept, now that they're bringing this up, this land for the gods after death, could we see the return of other gods from the series as well? Like, maybe are the other Greek gods here? Are we going to see Hades or Hermes, Poseidon? Are we going to wind up finding what Kratos did to Poseidon? That would be hilarious. Or having Faye go through everything she did to all of them, or maybe even, will she have to fight them here? Because they show these new characters that I assume are gods as well in this land that have to have died. And what's interesting as well is going to be how this will play into the future of the series. Because Cory Barlog has said many times that he has big plans for the whole series. He has wanted to do a game about Faye for a long time. He just said that today. And there are many hints to where the series will go in terms of mythology. And it's being fulfilled here a little bit more. In 2018 in Ragnarok, we had seen references to Japanese mythology, Egyptian and all that, Aztec even. And now, with these characters, we're getting into some very Chinese mythology looking characters. Or even this, the green god chick here. I don't know who she is, but she has a very Egyptian looking outfit. The headpiece with the cobra on the top, and here on her waist, I'm losing the words, what you would call a waist guard, but it feels Egyptian in its colors, the gold and the serpents on there. And the red guy right here feels very Chinese. Is it going to be a one-off game, or are they going to do more? Is it going to play up to a bigger grand finale for the series? Will this game even answer the long asked question of who blew the horn in 2018? I have no idea, but I would like to hope we get answers to those kind of things. Another very important thing to mention is here at the beginning. And when I heard this, when I heard Faye say what she says at this moment right here.
That mask. No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, their path isn't safe.
That part right there got my thoughts instantly swirling and my itching to know more. I need to know more. That mention right there, Faye said, if there's another mask, then the path is not safe. Of course, I'd imagine many fans are thinking about this right off the bat. Everyone is probably thinking about back in God of War Ragnarok, the whole mask, the one trinket, the thing that was driving most of the plot forward for a while. The very thing that Odin wanted the most until Atreus did, you know.
No! No! No!
Mir said how the mask was one of Odin's lifelong mysteries he was trying to figure out, one of the drives in his work, trying to figure out what it is and how to use it to look into the rift and find the truth, how to avert Ragnarok. And of course, part of his way to figure that out, he needed Faye, hence the events of 2018, but of course, she was dead. He didn't know that. But now there's apparently another mask, and as shown here now, apparently a shard of it, this other mask, was in Faye's hand when this, the green chick, I don't know her name, pulls it out, says, "You really think this will help you get free?" Or she crushes it to dust and blows it in her face. So whatever this means is way bigger than I think anyone initially thought during God of War Ragnarok. And now whatever else they're going to be doing, since there's multiple of them, who knows? Maybe there's a mask in every different mythology. Maybe there was one in Greece that Kratos never knew about, or even Zeus didn't know about. What I do hope for, and I think is going to be rather apparent, will be not a full absence of Kratos from this game. Because deep down, I think I'm going to enjoy this game. I love Faye as a character, and I think the gameplay of this this new game looks really good. But of course, to call the game God of War when it's not even about the God of War, like, she ain't him. She's not Kratos. I need my boy. But at the least, I like the idea that they're going with here of having Kratos be a presence, maybe through memories or these little things like this. Her remembering his own lessons he tried to teach her.
Kratos.
It is really exciting to have more of Faye, because I really love Deborah Ann Wall. She is an amazing actress, and because just recently I'm a big fan of Daredevil, and Born Again season 2 wrapped up, and she was a big standout character for the times that she was in the show. But overall, I'm pretty excited about this game. I'm actually looking forward to it. I have preferences and plenty of like hopes for what the game actually does and the things that it answers. I think it's a pretty good, solid first impression. I think this is some pretty good news, along with the Greek trilogy remake coming up. We've got a lot of things to be looking forward to as God of War fans, and here's to a brighter future for the series. And I'm certainly hoping things turn out well for the game and we get more news pretty soon. So that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.